Hello, thanks for joining me today. I am working with the Close to My Heart January 2019 Craft with Heart kit. There are two different options for layouts that you can create with this kit, and they're shown right on the back. They have full instructions, and everything that you need to create the layouts as shown is included in your kit. So I'm just going to show you. Here are two sheets of paper. There are some photo placement pieces there. There's a sheet of stickers. They show you exactly which layout those stickers belong to, which I find really helpful. There's some die cuts here that are very easy to punch out. Two more sheets of paper for the other layout, and you have three different page protectors. So what I'm going to do is start out by pulling out my die cuts. I'm going to create the layout at the bottom, and I have some photos here of my daughter at the Natural History Museum around all of the dinosaurs. And that's why I wanted to create this layout. Now, I have a lot more photos than what's shown in the layout example. So I'm switching things up just a little bit and turning the layout so that instead of the diamonds being on the left and right side, they are on the top and the bottom, the triangles I should say. So I'm going to put my favorite photo of my daughter riding the dinosaur on the left side, and I'm just going to try to fit in everything else here. I really like the way that those diamonds go horizontally across the page. I think that looks really great, and it keeps your eye moving from the left to the right. There's all that movement created with those diamonds. So I'm just having a look at the example to see if I have any ideas of how I can do my photo placement here. And this gray paper already cut out for me was supposed to go under these two images, and I think that's a great addition to that there, just to add a different color. Now I have the catalog, and it is absolutely beautiful. You can see the Something Fierce collection here, and in the Something Fierce collection you have papers, you have compliments, you have puppy stickers. It's really gorgeous, and it coordinates perfectly with the January Craft with Heart kit. So I've pulled out a piece of the Something Fierce paper, and it's pink, and I wanted to do that because I wanted to add a little bit of pink to the layout, since this is about my daughter and her love for the Natural History Museum and dinosaurs. Now the squares that came in the kit are 1.5 by 1.5, so that's what I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut some 1.5 inch square pink squares. And I love that this pink paper has a subtle texture. It's almost like watercolor. It's very pretty. These colors work so perfectly with my photos because there's a lot of pink and blue tones. There's green in the greenery with my daughter and the butterfly there. So I'm trying to figure out a way to add these in, and because the diamonds don't match up across the page, I don't think that pink one is going to be great overlapping the two pages. But if I do it this way, just trying to see if I like it better making diamond shapes. But then I'm not really a massive fan of that. I don't like how the photos kind of cut off the diamonds. So if I stick the diamonds above the photo, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down because I know I want that to remain the way it is. And instead of just kind of pushing it around, I'm going to go ahead and adhere that. I'll adhere my photos using dimensional adhesive. If you get stuck, I find it really helpful to just kind of move on. And that's kind of where I am right now. I need to figure out where to place those pink diamonds. So I'm feeling a bit stuck. And so if I move on with a different task, then I can usually have a sense of clarity. Look at the B side of that pink paper. It is so gorgeous. Those multicolored dots are so pretty. So I'm just seeing if I cover up some of these with the pink instead, using dimensional adhesive. I also have some of the other colors here that were in the kit already cut out to 1.5 by 1.5, and they give those to you so that you can add some dimension to your layout by popping those up with dimensional adhesive. Now the one thing I'm not crazy about here is that my photo is covering up the points of those diamonds. If I switch the other photo out, then you can see the lines from where the journaling was to be placed. So I'll have to figure out a way to cover those up. So these are the Picture My Life cards in the Something Fierce collection, and they are just gorgeous. Look at the patterns and colors on these. And I think that one is definitely the one I'm going to use. But look how gorgeous these are. Those dinosaurs all have balloons. There's yays, there's super bright colors. Really gorgeous. You guys will definitely be seeing these in my pockets soon because I just love them. So pretty. The one that I chose is the dinosaurs kind of marching, and it incorporates all of the colors that I have on this layout. And I need to figure out how to place it here so that it doesn't cover up anything. It would have been great if I didn't have another 3" by 4" photo on the left side, but I want to keep that picture of the dinosaur down there for context. Okay, so I'm just having a look at the example again, and I've kind of moved my photos on the right side all the way to the edges so that I can get my journaling card in there. So that's placed there. I'm going to add my journaling, type that up after I'm done shooting the video. So again, you can see the little journaling lines sticking right out of the bottom of that photo there, so I'm going to have to figure out something to do to cover those up. Okay, so now I'm going to pull out the die cuts and the stickers to start embellishing. And I love this little cacti, that's really cute. And I like the way it can add a little corner over there on my photo. I'm just going to put the Wild Child title right here on the bottom left. And I'm not pushing these down too much, just to make sure that they are exactly where I want them. I'm trying to figure out if my dinosaur is going to go on the left side or the right side, but I really like it next to the title. So this is a sticker here, a circular sticker, and I'm going to cut it in half and use that to cover up those journaling lines. And to balance that being on the right side, I'm going to use the other half on the left side. Just above my photos there, and I just have to pull up that dimensional adhesive, and I'll use an X-Acto knife just so I don't tear anything. An X-Acto helps me to pull that up easily, kind of pry it up a little bit. So I really like the balance that you get with those two half circles. These stickers are so cute. They're just little star stickers. So I'm putting them in the squares around here. I'm glad that I decided to keep the arrangement of those diamonds and just cover up a few of the colors with pink. I think that worked out really well. Okay, so here's what I got so far, now that I have the die cuts and stickers. Now you could totally just stop with this, but in the complements here, which I have, there are some really great stickers and die cuts, and I want to add a few different things. So the beauty of these kits is that you can embellish with exactly what you have in the kits, and you still have a great, well-designed layout, or you can add some of the coordinating collection items to these kits. And this one that says, "Hey, that's my girl," that is just perfect for this layout, for her writing the dinosaur picture. And there's this one here that says, "I love you." Now when you pop these out of the backing, sometimes they have little tabs from where they were stuck to the cardstock, so you can just cut those off. There's quite a few dinosaur things here which are so cute, like the Stegosaurus on roller skates. I need to have something up there, and I'm just trying to figure out how I do that. He definitely needs to be on the layout, I think. Just trying to find something to layer him with. So I love the fun die cut word. And I like the idea of adding something pink to the left side there. I want something to layer it on, so I'm going to pull out this journaling tag and use it horizontally instead of vertically. And it doesn't really matter to me if the lines are vertical, because most of it's going to be covered up with the fun die cut word anyway. Then I'm going to grab that Stegosaurus again and put him on the top, or her, maybe it's a her. And I want to use a couple of these border strips to place behind that journaling tag, just for some extra interest, an added layer, extra color. And I did that blue one a bit wonky. I'm going to go ahead and de-sticky that guy because I seem to be moving him around quite a bit, and I can add him with some dimensional adhesive afterward. Just arranging the word fun on here. I'm going to layer that on top of those border strips and put the dino on top. So it's just another fun embellishment cluster to add there. Underneath, I think it would be great for me to add a little journaling spot so that I can write the place and the date there. And I'm going to do that with my computer after this video is over. I will scan that in as well as my journaling tag and add the journaling. So what I've grabbed here is the I Heart Us scrapbooking stamp, and I added these arrows to the center so that when you line them up, the arrows are pointing left and right. Just another interesting thing to put in the middle of the layout. And next I'm going to balance that by adding a couple of arrow strips to the right side, and I've already done the left edge. I like adding these little tiny bits of black to the layout. This is a really versatile stamp set. It has lots of sayings, like he said, she said, details, and then it has just little embellishment really stamps like this cross. It's hard to see in this video, but there are lots of little tiny kind of hand-drawn crosses on the background. And so I'm going to add these black ones to add even more movement to the layout. I already have so much movement going with these colors and shapes that are going from the left to the right side, and I'm just adding a little bit more every time I stamp. Just seeing if there's anything else on here that I want to add on. These are the Something Fierce puffy stickers, and they are so cute. These little cacti are just darling, and I'm going to move this arrow to replace it with a cacti. Put my arrow up here on my journaling card. I think I'll just add a couple of cacti. This one is some kind of potted plant, but I like that it has a little bit of pink on it. And I feel like there needs to be something else sitting on that half circle there. So I'm going to grab this tiny Diplodocus, I think it's Diplodocus actually. I'm going to put that little blue guy up there. And I'm just looking to see if there's anything else. Oh yes, this one says Something Fierce. And there was actually a Something Fierce die cut that was included in the kit this month, but it's black, and I would love to have this little bit of light pink on the right side here. So I've grabbed some sequins, and Close to My Heart has the greatest sequin mix ever, and what I'm doing here is just kind of dropping them to see where they land, because I want it to look kind of random and haphazard. And there are some tiny little stars in here too, but they all add a little bit of shimmer and shine and make this layout just a little bit more girly. I'm really excited about how it turned out. I think my daughter, who loves dinosaurs and loves the color pink, would certainly approve. So I still kept the design, the original design, but I flipped those pages so that I could fit in all of my photos. I also added a journaling tag and a few more embellishments with the Something Fierce collection, which I just love. If you have boys or girls, this is an awesome collection to work with. It is playful and fun. This kit is just so great to work with every month. You can make it your own and do as little embellishment or as much as you want. So check out the Close to My Heart website. If you click subscription at the top, that will open up all of the details about the Craft with Heart kits. And it will show you all of the month's kits coming and give you all the details about your choices on subscribing. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to follow my feed to find more Craft with Heart monthly videos. Happy creating!